Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to do a quick video here to show you what the actual cost is to have an employee work for your company. Some of you may not factor this in when you're pricing labor for an employee to be on a job site, and it's very important because it could cost you money. What we're going to do today for simplicity is we're going to start with an employee's wage of $20 an hour. Okay, now that's just their base wage that you pay them. Now the hidden costs that some people don't factor in, some clients may even think, oh, you only pay them $20 an hour. But there's an extra cost to a company to have an employee on the payroll, and that's payroll taxes. Okay, that consists of one, FICA tax, which includes Social Security and Medicare tax. Second, unemployment taxes, which is federal unemployment tax and state unemployment tax. Now, some states may or may not have state unemployment tax. And the third one is sick time. Here in Michigan, we're now required to provide sick time for our employees. Some states, again, may not require that, but here in our state, they do. So we're going to factor all these in, and we're going to see what the actual payroll tax is on top of the wage to pay an actual employee. So first, with Social Security, we pay 6.2%. Okay? Now for Medicare, that's a 1.45%. Okay, you add those both together, your FICA tax now is 7.65% just for FICA tax that you have to pay additional on top of your employee's wage. Okay, second is your unemployment taxes. Okay, for federal unemployment tax, that comes to 0.6%. State unemployment tax, that's a range depending on where you're at in your company. Goes as low as 2.7% all the way up to 12.2%. For us, we're paying 12.2% for state unemployment tax here for Michigan and our company. Now sick pay, sick time, you get 1 hour per every 30 hours worked. So if an employee works 40 hours, they get 1.33 hours of sick time per 40 hours worked. Now on a $20 an hour wage, that comes to a 3.35%. I hope you can see that. It's a little short there. Okay. Now when you add all these percentages up, your FICA, state unemployment tax, sorry I didn't add that, actually comes to 12.8%. And then 3.5% for sick time. Now you add those three up for the payroll taxes, that's a total payroll tax of 23.80%. Now that's almost 25%. That's a high percentage for payroll. We'll put PT for payroll tax. Okay? Now what you do is you want to multiply $20 an hour by 23.80, which if you put in a decimal, it would be 0.238. Okay? That would come out to an additional $4.76 that the employer has to pay an additional payroll tax on top of the employee's base wage. Now you add this $20 over here an hour for the employee, and you come out and it's $24.76 per hour that you actually have to pay your employee. Again, like I said, a lot of folks, they forget to add the payroll tax on top of their employee wage when they're pricing a job, and they either lose money or they come up very short and didn't factor in that additional cost. A lot of clients think the same thing. Oh, you only pay them $20 an hour, but they don't know the hidden cost of having employees for a company, to where it costs the employer additional percentages up to 23.8% on my end, just to pay an employee $20 an hour. That's a big percentage when you look at 25%, almost 24% in additional cost in a company. So next time, if you price a job and you're doing employee wages for labor, don't forget your payroll taxes, because it costs you money to employ the employee, and you got to factor those costs in when you're pricing a job. I hope this helps you out on additional costs that it does cost employers to have employees on their payroll, so you don't lose money. If you find this helpful, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching.